All right, I know what some of you guys are gonna say. Should have bought a split fire, should have bought a wolf ridge, should have bought a, I don't know, a ridge something else. I don't remember what the other one is. Rugged built or something, rugged made. I don't remember, but I walked into my farm store today. It's only a 25 ton. I don't know who makes it. I thought maybe that, it's Yard Max, but I thought maybe it had an actual manufacturer on it. I don't have a lot of specs on it. It doesn't really say a lot of specs besides 25 ton. See, it just says 25 ton, 208 cc engine, log capacity 26 inch, but it doesn't tell me what pump. I guess I can look at it and see what pump. But anyways, it's got a Briggs on it, which I was happy to see the Briggs over a Kohler. Most of these cheap ones have Kohlers on them. I really don't like a Kohler. They don't like to start in the cold. And I don't know when anybody else uses a log splitter, but that's when I use a log splitter, when it's cold. Anyways, we pulled it behind my wife's F-150 and it did pretty good. It's got the log rests on it already. It's got the log stripper on it. Yes, I don't know if I love the little shaky pin setup for the tilt. I really wouldn't even worry about the tilt. I'm never going to use it, but that's how it's made. It does have, I don't know if that's gimmicky or if that's a thing, but if your log gets on there and it twists, it doesn't bind. It'll kind of, you know, buck into the end of the log maybe. I don't know. It does have auto return on it, so that's kind of nice. I'll start it up here, have my camera woman run the camera, but I wanted something that didn't have, the main thing I was looking at, I wanted to buy the cheapest log splitter I could that would run decent, that did not have the formed rails like the, you know, the county line and all that at TSCs and everything else, the ones that are made by everybody. I wanted an I-beam style. I wanted the blade down on the end and a push block up here. It didn't happen. This was $1,000. I bought it from $1,000 at my farm store. It looks like it's got UHMW in here for slides. I know some of the other ones have bronze. You know, I could switch that out with bronze if I wanted to get real creative, but I'm totally fine with the UHMW. It's pretty cheap. So anyways, but I'm going to fire it up. I'll kind of show you the cycle time, stuff like that. Maybe you can find one at a farm store or something, or maybe they sell them online. I don't know anything about them. Like I say, it does have a 9.5 horse Briggs on it, so I'd almost rather have the Briggs over a Kohler. I'd rather have a Honda, but that's not what's on it. So anyways, we'll start it up and you can see the cycle time. This dog's gonna be in the camera. You're gonna freak out, dog. I mean, I don't think it's bad for a $1,000 log splitter. So let's, thanks, babe. Babe.
Nope.
Okay. Well, she was on camera. Doesn't matter if she didn't look at the camera. Let's get a tape measure. I'm intrigued by something. You know me and tape measures. We like tape measures. I'm kind of wondering, I'm probably going to cut my logs at 16 inches. And I'm wondering, that's 20 right there. So if I stop it right there, I'll be ready for the next log to drop on it, because that is about 20 inches to the push block. So that's kind of nice. I don't need to go all the way back to 24. I'm going to cut them 16. It seems like that's what everybody wants them, just in case I start getting in to do some firewood for people. I do a lot of land clearing. I've got a couple tree guys that I could probably get free wood from. They would probably love to bring it out to my place. and drop it off out there. They could bring it out in logs, and then I cut it up in 16s, and I could make me a little money on the side doing firewood. I like splitting wood. I'm probably too out of shape and too old to split, you know, a lot of wood. I'll probably split a little bit, but I thought having something like this, $1,000 is awfully cheap to take a little bit of work out of it. So even if it only lasts me a year or two, which, I mean, the components, you know, there's not much to go wrong with a log splitter. You just have to get one that won't fold up into itself. Let's see. I guess so it's not I-beam, it's a box frame. Doesn't sound very thick. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, it's probably 1/8 inch or 3/16. I mean, normally you can tell by the roll. I don't know, that's got a heavy roll. I mean, that's probably 3/16. I'm sure it's not quarter. Trying to tell by the weld. This is probably 3/16, and that's a 3/8. That's 3/8 right there, right? Yeah, that's 1/2 inch. That's a 1/2 inch piece of flat bar at the top. So it's not true I-beam, but it's I-beam-esque. Anyways, nice cheap little log splitter. I mean, we'll split some rounds. I've got a pretty good sized walnut over at my sister's. I need to go get and bring all it over here. No, we're not gonna make boards out of it and stuff like that. We're gonna make some firewood for my wife's fire pit. So, and that thing doesn't weigh very much. It's probably maybe 300 pounds. I'll open the book, and when I do a review, when I'm showing you guys it actually splitting wood, I'll pull the manual out and I'll see if it gives specs on the motor and stuff like that. I mean, my thought was if it had a smaller pump on it, I'd see what the biggest pump I could put on it. Maybe I could throw a little bit bigger pump on it. But for me, the cycle time's not that important right now in this stage of the game. I could easily get 800 or $1,000 back out of that because all the used ones were $800 to $1,000. So, and they were 25 ton, you know, like county line to no-name stuff. There was a bunch of 20 and 22 ton, 18 ton, even some older stuff. But anyways, if somebody like me wants, you know, kind of that clamped on push beam type of deal, I don't mind that at all. So thought I might share it. Maybe it'd get you guys a cheap log splitter somewhere. It was on sale for $1,000 for a 25 ton. Usually a 20 ton at TSC, that little Husky half beam thing, is $1,000. So anyways, go check it out. See you guys.